those are my words exactly. In the Morelos Mountains, campesinos are planting their fields, where the ghost of Zapata rides a horse that can still outrun the wheel. High in the sky above and clear out of sight is the free Mexican Air Force flying tonight. If they're in Kentucky, a cowgirl is cooling her heels, remembering that God gave us herbs and the fruits of the field. But a criminal law that makes outlaws of those seeking light make the free Mexican Air Force Escalito riding his white horse. The free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight, flying so high. How strange an innocent herb causes money to burn. They'll jail you or kill you for making those rich fat cats squirm. But nothing can stop us, my vision is clearly in sight. And the free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight. While we smoking colitas, federales are loading their guns, blowing smoke from their six-shooters, spinning their barrels for fun. Contrabandistas, banditos of light, we're the free Mexican Air Force and we're flying tonight. And high in the hills may our hearts sing sweet sensimilla. The law wants it all because they think the wine we can free us. Freedom for us is a prison for the rulers of might. That's why the free Mexican Air Force, Escalito riding his white horse. The free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight. Everybody flying so high. Yeah. Flying tonight. You're a good bunch.
Shout out Blues Gas, aka Toker too. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Where you at?
Yeah, capping the harassing boys out here telling favors. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas putting them fights on the table. Calling that monster since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. I'm the people's champion like Muhammad Ali. Shout out Bruce Gas, one day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, we gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, take a hit out the Toker too. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the peak of little block on my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shout out man, Chad, real shit. shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sandwich. Bruce pass me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like Bruce Gas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you could never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this a fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, salute over here. Salute, man. This is Bruce Gas. I'm waiting on my bro Tim Witherspoon, man. I was just talking to him a few minutes ago. Let me see if I can get him on the phone here and see what the because man, you know, we cats from the 70s. We have a tough time. We have a tough time with technology. So give me a second here. Okay, my brother, we're sitting here waiting for you, man. I got about 1,000 people in the audience, man. They're foaming at the mouth, my brother. I'll see you in a second, okay, man? All right, my brother, we're ready for you, man. Peace. Thank you, man. All right, man. That was my brother Tim Witherspoon. He says he's bopping up here in a few seconds, man. So let's what's going on here? Oh, I got somebody else calling me. Looks like it's Tim Witherspoon's manager here, man. Let's see what's going on here. This phone. Come on. Brian, what's happening, man? Hey, I'm online right now. I just talked to Tim. He says he'd be here in a second, and I'm on the air right now, my brother. All right, man. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody out there, man. Hang on a sec, man. Let me say hi to everybody out there.
Hey, everyone. Good to say hello to everyone. You guys are all great to Tim. Tim really loves you guys. He was just telling me the other day how amazing it is to have people care so much about him. And you guys are the real deal. You know, really the real deal. Like I tell Bruce all the time, you know, you guys are the heart and soul of boxing. And, you know, it's great you bring back an old champ like him, you know. He feels great to be appreciated, especially by real fans.
Yes, sir, bro. All right, man. Let me let you go, Brian. If you want to hop on later, man, just you know, stop it. You know, give me a buzz and I'll send you a link, man. But I'm gonna get off the line over here, open up for Tim, and we're gonna get cooking, my brother.
All right, man.
All right, man. God bless you, my man.
You, brother.
Peace.
Brother. Yeah, bye.
Yeah, man. It's cooking in here tonight, bro. We're having a good old time. I'm waiting for my man Terrible Tim to stop in. As you know, we just got off the phone with him. He's kind of like me, like I said, man. He's a creature of the 70s, and I've said this before. You know, we're from that generation. We used to get in an elevator, and there was a guy dressed like Captain Crunch pressing buttons for us. So the waiting game. Yeah, man, Terrible Tim. Let me shout out who's in there tonight, man, because I appreciate you guys coming in. I got kind of stood up over here. My man George Jakovic, my co-host, man. Shout out to my brother George. He's on vacation tonight, man. So this week, a long overdue vacation with his family. He's in New Jersey. I got Mad Chad coming on here. My brother Mad Chad, bro. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, Mad Chad. We're waiting for Tim to come in, and we're gonna talk some serious boxing, my bro. How you doing today, Mad Chad?
Bruce, how are you, Bruce? How are you doing, my brother? How are you?
I couldn't be better, bro. Here he is, man. Here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, the two-time heavyweight champion of the world. The man who gave Larry Holmes his worst nightmare, bro. I mean, we got a man who made Don King have to go to get himself a lawyer to keep this man away from him because he was picking his pockets. Ladies and gentlemen, here's my friend, Tim Witherspoon. Yeah, baby.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
We're doing great here, Tim. I'm doing great myself, bro. I got Mad Chad in here. You remember Mad Chad?
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
There's a legend. Me and my dad watched you many times, Tim. Honestly, my dad loved your fucking crab-like defense. He's like, that guy knows how to defend. He knows how to hit. I mean, my dad was a big fan. I remember you on the cover of Sports Illustrated, I think it was.
That was the Larry Holmes fight.
Yes, it was. Me and my dad was a big fan of yours. My dad really enjoyed your style. He said he knows how to box.
Thank you.
He said you were a sweet scientist. Like you were a fucking scientist. You really knew how to defend and really how to fight. You were a fighter.
Thank you.
And my dad could see it.
Well, Tim, you don't mind if I smoke, do you?
I proved the point that you don't have to be a mean green fight machine to be a champion, world champ. You could be a gentle giant.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Look at Tim. He's still pretty. He's still young. I mean, he's a shape. Look at this man.
I wish you could tell the girls that.
Look at this man. You're a chick magnet. You're a magnet, Tim Witherspoon.
Well, I wish the girls say that too.
Hey, Tim, we got some beautiful ladies in here tonight. Let me shout out who came in here tonight, man. Number one, Fistiana Fights. Big fan of yours, Tim. Shout out to Fistiana. Fistiana told us she was just reading the Ring magazine with you on the cover of it 15 minutes ago, brother.
Whoa. Tim, you got a lot of fans, Tim. You got a lot of boxing fans that love Tim.
My gorgeous Nubian sister, Kwee. Shout out to Kwee, man. Shout out to you.
Kwee's in the house.
we got the gorgeous Monica in here too, man.
Who?
Monica.
Oh,
Monica.
Did Monica sing?
Yeah. All right, then we got to get back to our species over here. We got Derek Clark in the building. We got Virtuoso in here. My brother, Mr. Pad, shout out, man. Peter Von Ox is in here, man. Get this smoke, GTS, man. Thanks for coming by, brother. We got Carlos Mendoza, Big C, bro. Shout out to you, man.
I heard that name before.
Dick Justice.
Yeah, that's a popular name. Mendoza, Carlos Mendoza, big boxing name.
You know Carlos from the WBA.
Okay.
That's not him, but I bet he wishes it was with the money that Carlos has.
Okay.
My brother, Mr. Doc is in here too, man. Mr. Doc, shout out to you.
I see Mr. Doc.
Yeah.
86 boxing. This man's a historian, bro. Shout out to 86 boxing.
You got the heavy hitters swinging by. You got the women. You got the heavy hitters.
Oh,
They're all Tim Witherspoon fans. We're Tim Witherspoon fans, Tim.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. Thanks for having me on.
What about me? Shout out to you, brother. Oscar Prince Boxing in the building. It just jumped on me. You know how they say it jumped? It just jumped on me. I guess I must have made the big time when the roll call jumped on me. Virtuoso, bro. Shout out to you, man. I hope I didn't miss anybody. MMA, the MMA kid himself, bro. Shout out to you, brother. Thanks for coming by, man. You're gonna get a history lesson in here tonight, bro, because we're in here with one of the boxing's legends, man. Rolling with the punches. Shout out to you, Oscar, brother. Punching bag skunk, my brother. Shout out to you, man. Craig Towns, bro.
Craig Towns.
Shout out, bro. Anybody else in here, man? I don't want to miss anybody because, man, I appreciate you guys coming in here to see us, man. And like I said earlier,
we appreciate Bruce Gas, Bruce. This is good shit. This is his best. This is better than ESPN, better than the movies. We got the champ in the house.
Oh,
we got
terrible. So, Tim, what you been doing with yourself lately, bro? Why don't you fill us in, man?
A lot of things. You know, when a person hesitates to start talking, you have to think I've been doing a lot of things. But mainly try to stay healthy, take care of my daughter, and see what direction I can go in the positive way in the last couple of months. You know, because I'll be 65 in December. And so I want to make the right decisions and do the right things. Everybody know me for being a good guy. No arguments, no fighting. I just want to just be happy and move forward, help my family. And if I can help other people, That's just extra. So
God bless.
Yeah.
I know. I saw you. I saw you last week at the Iran Barkley Foundation. Man, there was a dinner in New York, and bro, I was smiling ear to ear. I saw you with your brothers out there. I know Punch Skunk was filming the event, and man, it was just so. Tell us about that, brother. That was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Well, it was really good. We planned to boost Mitch Green up and get him moving. I'm good friends with Tyson. I'm really good friends with him. But I like the guys that need help. And so Blood Green, I've been in training camp with him. And I've been knowing him for a while. I know how he feels sometimes. I know what direction he's going in. So I'm really, really happy to help him. Me and Greg got together. We went over there and we took videos. He took videos and stuff. And that's just one of some of the things that we're doing. But it was really successful. We did good. And I just wanted to see him walking, because he's limping. He's limping like. And I like the underdog. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
That was so beautiful, Tim. And Roberto Duran. And bro.
Roberto was cool. When I was just coming up and winning fights as a young heavyweight, I met Roberto, and he always treated me good. He must know that like I can fight or I got good talent.
Yeah.
And he always speak to me. He would say, "Hey, what a poon." Poon. He said poon because he couldn't say Witherspoon. Like Joe Frazier say Wooder because he can't say Witherspoon. That's what his agent said. His agent said, "Tim, you know why he call you Wooder? Because he can't say Witherspoon." For real.
Wow.
Bruce Gas, real quick. I just have to commend. I think you're 67. I think the champ is 65.
He looks like younger than my son.
He looks younger than me. The champ.
I'll tell you. I don't know what kind of water you're drinking.
Champ's in good fucking shape here, with mentally fucking sharp as a knife. I mean, you're looking like a fucking a killer right now, Tim. Honestly.
Oh, I've been training. Joe Haynes. You remember the promoter Joe Haynes? Joe Haynes. Who are some of the fighters Joe Haynes had? He's from Philly, but he I've been going over to his gym, which is like about 15 minutes away, 20 minutes. I've been training. When you get a certain age, it's not time to retire. When guys get 65 and 60, pick it up because you'll be in bad shape. That's when you need to work. I don't care what you did in your life. When you start getting old, start working out. I'm telling you.
Bruce, does Tim know Big Duke? Does Tim have you?
No, but I want you to meet my friend Big Duke. He's from New Jersey. He knows Ray Mercer. Good friends with Ray Mercer. He had me on the show. We talked to Ray one day, man. And
he's the best.
Was Ray on the show?
Yeah. We were on his show. But he comes on my show, and I do a fitness show with him, for health and nutrition, because we know it, brother. I'm 67. If I wasn't eating the right foods, drinking a lot of water, man, taking my supplements. We were talking to Bobby Ches a couple of weeks ago, and he was telling us about some of the. He takes a lot of nutritional supplements, and he said
Bobby Ches is a good guy.
Oh yeah, we had a good time with him, bro. But
Bobby was on the show.
Yeah, Bobby was on the show.
Whoa.
Yeah, I talk to Bobby on occasion now, man, and he turned me on to this supplement that I'm using. It's funny. I got a bottle of it right in front of me.
He's too smart, though, Tim. Bobby's too smart for me. I like talking to you.
What is that you're taking?
It's called Protendum, and it's got
he's a snack athlete.
It's got Boswala, and it's got turmeric root, and it's got milk thistle, and it helps my arthritis big time, man. Because the only thing I can do is get the shoulders replaced, they told me. I smoke a lot of weed, so I don't take any painkillers. I don't take any narcotics. I smoke my herb, but it still hurts me all the time. And Bobby said to try this, and I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. And I was in the nutritional business for 20 years. I tried everything. Sometimes they work. Most of the time they don't work. this one works. So I'm going to stick with it, man. You know, I'm not getting any compensation or anything whatsoever from it, but man, I endorse it.
There you go. Endorse the good stuff.
Yeah, baby. You know it, Tim. Hey, Tim, you were talking about Joe Frazier. Now, why did they close? Why don't they make Joe Frazier's gym a national treasure? The Philadelphia blew it with that place, didn't they?
Yeah, that was. What did you say? That last word.
I said that the Philadelphia, the town of Philadelphia could have made Joe Frazier's gym a national treasure, but they let it go to hell. It's I don't even think it's there anymore, is it?
No, regenerification. When they started doing that, the people started buying up all the buildings all up in North Philadelphia, South Philly. I met the guy that was doing the regenerification. This rich guy, he was about at least 40-something years old, and I was kind of angry with him, but I didn't say nothing to him because they was buying up all the property and alternating the neighborhoods where people live and stuff, and I was kind of upset about it. I did shake his hand and say hi, but I met him I think it was in Atlantic City. I don't know, I remember. And I was just kind of, so Joe Frazier's gym, I think if his kids would have start really thinking about the gym, they could have saved it, because people in England, Ireland, everybody wanted to go to Joe Frazier's, and they wanted to go to James Shuller's gym. There were two major gyms, and everybody in England, when I was over there, hey man, I want to go to the Shuller's gym, and what about Joe's? And then when they sold it, there was a lot of disappointment. The family, I think, is disappointed they made a mistake.
Tim,
I think it was the children that maybe had something to do with it. I don't know for a fact, but I think the children may have something to do with the sales of it. But whoever sold it, they made a mistake, because that gym would have been one of the biggest gyms on the East Coast
ever in the world. Tim, were you close with Marvis at all? Did you have any interaction with Joe's son Marvis? Because we know Larry, right? Like, did outside the ring? Did you have any connection with him? You know, like as in
Marvis to me was kind of like laid back, and he didn't really speak that much. Maybe
was
his
he
friend,
silver spoon? Did he have a silver spoon? What did he have the silver spoon? You know what I mean? Because he came from money. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I don't know if Joe treated him like that, like he had everything. I think maybe knowing Joe a little bit, I'm not saying I know him a lot, he probably made him work for what he got or what he's going to get. I'm sure Joe did that. He came from South Carolina where it was hard. Yeah, it was hard. So I think Joe, I don't know, so I can't speak on it, but I don't think Joe gave him the easy ride. He made it rough for him, because I would do that for my son. You know, it's not easy. You got to work for it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Tim, you know what? We just passed an anniversary of yours, a 38th year anniversary. You remember what that one was? That's when you beat Greg Page for the WBC heavyweight championship, bro. And it was a couple of months back, but bro, 38 years ago, bro.
Wow.
First title.
Yeah.
In that particular fight, we both was arguing about Don King mistreating us, and then I was arguing really bad, and then I started using my brain. I said, wait a minute. Both of us are arguing or talking nasty about Don. You know what I did? I said, I think I better just back off. So I backed off, and Greg kept on, God bless him, passed away. Greg kept on criticizing him, and I laid back. So I knew that Don would be on my side, because I stopped and I let Greg keep talking. So I know if we get in a close fight, it was going to go to me. So that's what kind of tactics I used for the fight. At the while, I said,
you played Don King. You played the biggest player in the game. You played the biggest player in the game.
I tried to play. Eventually, he did what he had to do. It's over now. We could talk about him, but I'm more interested in talking about positive things. And
yeah, for sure, bro.
We could talk about him.
Man, that's what I like about you. Every time I talk to you, you're so positive. You're so uppity.
Thank you.
Damn, you want to come dig clams in front of my house, brother?
You must be rich. If I could dig clams,
No, I'm not rich, man.
if I could
You're
dig
outside
clams
the
in front of your
store.
house, you live near the ocean or somewhere.
He's living
I
in the
was just
ocean. He's
blessed.
right
I
in the
was
bay.
blessed, man.
He's in the bay.
They pushed me. They tried to push me off the world as much as they could, and they stopped at the water, and I'm stuck over here. But man, I'm just blessed by God. And I talk to Brian a lot, and Brian says this summer you guys are going to come down here and dig some clams. I said, yeah, baby, not a problem. In fact, I bought some big chairs so you can sit on them over here, brother.
He didn't tell me, but I'm looking forward to it. I know he's busy. I ain't talked to him in like 3 days. So
Okay, hey, if anybody in the chat has a question for Tim Witherspoon, drop it in there, man, and we'll be glad to ask.
Bruce, can I interrupt real quick before you?
Yeah, please, Matt Chad.
Can I interrupt? I'm sorry there, but Tim Witherspoon, if you ever make it past Rhode Island and you end up in Portland, Maine, we can go to the Portland Boxing Club with Bobby Russo, hang out with some amateurs. This good fighter from Lewiston, Maine, good little fighter. We'll eat lobsters, whatever you need. If you make it past Bruce's, digging the clams at Bruce's, because if you
He
end
might
up
not,
at Bruce's,
man.
you got to be.
He might not make it past this when he comes down here.
I met Bruce in person, Tim. Champ, I met Bruce in real life person. I met him in real life. He is a real deal fucking McCoy. He's like my uncle. Like, he's my uncle. Like, he's the smartest dude. He's been to the Hagler fights. He watched Hagler spar. Like, Hagler's my favorite fighter. But Bruce Gass is the realest. And to have the champ swing by Terrible Tim Witherspoon, what the fuck, bro? This is a fucking legend warrior. This is an Aztec fucking warrior.
Bruce looks younger right now than the last time I was on the podcast.
Yeah, Bruce looking good.
Hey, I'm hanging and banging as long as I can, man. I'm 67 right now. Same age as Marvin Hagler sitting over my shoulder there. And man, hey Tim, somebody's got a question out there. Get this smoke. He wants to. He read that in your 6-fight losing streak, it was blamed on egg allergies. Is there any truth to that?
Say that again.
He said, I read in Tim's 6-fight losing streak, it was because of egg allergies. Is there any truth to that?
Who said that?
I don't know, man. Get This Smoke said he read it.
That was a lie.
One of the good brothers in the chat.
I never complained.
Okay, man. Well, you can throw that one out. Get This Smoke. You heard it right from the horse's mouth over here.
That's the first time. That's the first time I heard of that in my life.
That's how bullshit gets spread on the internet. Somebody says something, it goes to somebody else, and people take it as gospel. But
I took a dive with Bone Crusher the second
fight. Hey, tell him about that. If anybody hasn't heard that story, Tim, tell him about that. Man, this is the heavyweight championship of the world. Tim Witherspoon is defending against Bone Crusher Smith, Madison Square Garden. And bro, Tim didn't want to do fucking shit. Don King was treating him like a slave. Tim, tell him what the fuck you did.
Well, the first fight, I beat him almost every round. Bone Crusher's a cool guy, though. Bone Crusher's a cool guy. I beat him almost every round. He might have won one round. Almost knocked him out twice in the fight. I was confident. I trained real hard. But the second fight, that's when Tyson came on to play. And Don King really didn't care too much about me, Mitch Green, David Bay, a lot of us boxers. He wanted to get Tyson. And he really didn't care about Greg Page. He didn't care about Greg Page. And so me and Greg Page was like arguing back and forth. I'm not arguing, but talking nasty about Don. So I played it smart the second time around. I played it smart and kept quiet while Greg kept on talking. So I know if it was a close fight, because Greg is strong, and he's young. He's young like me he was. And he could take a punch. But I was like, you know what? Let me stop talking about Don. And I stopped talking about Don. And the fight was it could have been close, but it looked like I won. But but that gave me the push over the hump. When I kept quiet, and I know Don was like, he wouldn't have gotten a judge or something to vote against me because I shut up. But I won the fight clearly. I won it. But to make sure I stopped talking about Don King, and a lot of people was on my side. So I'm not saying that won the fight. I won the fight, but
Now, how about the Bone Crushers fight?
the Bone Crusher fight.
The fight you took
Oh,
to
he was
die.
talking about Greg Page, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the Bone Crusher fight. That particular fight. That's when the last straw. That was the last straw, and I was supposed to fight Tony Tubbs. I smoked marijuana, which is legal now. They took $25,000 from me. They sent me to the rehab. People were laughing. Like when I get up,
weed.
and they took $25,000 from me and sent me to the rehab. I had to go to rehab. So I was supposed to fight Tony Tubbs. And Tony Tubbs came up with a shoulder injury about a week, 10 days before the fight. And I thought something was fishy. So I trained for Tony Tubbs, a boxer. He was strong, but he wasn't as strong as me. So I trained because I trained for that. The first time I fought him, I used to spar with him. I knew how to get him. I knew I could get him, but he's slick. Tony is slick. He may not punch as hard as Bone Crusher or me or other guys, but he's slick and he's smart. So when he fell down, I said something wrong. When they either pulled him off or something suspicious happened, and he pulled out the fight. So Don King pulled Bone Crusher in. So I said, hey man, I'm not fighting Bone Crusher. I'm not in the shape. I'm not in the right shape to fight him. I'm ready to fight Tony, but Bone Crusher much stronger. So they pressured me. They kept sending people at me to force me to fight. They sent me down to Florida with a train. They thought that I had lawyers up in New York, but the lawyers was only 2 miles from where I was training. So yeah, they sent me from Philly to Florida because they thought I was going to get a lawyer team to fight against them. And don't you know, they sent me only like 5 miles from the lawyers that was helping me in Florida. So I was down in Florida strategizing what we were going to do. And then after the training and the training and everything, we broke camp and went to New York. All along I was saying I was going to fight. The lawyers was saying I don't think you should fight Tim. Then the week, like 7 days before the fight, they came to me and said, I think it'd be in your best interest to fight. So I thought maybe Don King or somebody got to them. I was like, well, now y'all want me to fight. I'm not in shape. I said, I'm not in shape. And so my lawyers said the best thing you could do is fight Tim. And I thought something was wrong with that. So I said, I got my guys. My guys is in my corner. And I said, look, man, this is it. I'm tired of this. I'm not fighting for Don anymore. I said, this is crazy. I said, I'm going down in 3. I wouldn't lie on Bone Crusher because I love him. And I wouldn't sit up and tell everybody a lie. They thought I was lying. But the guys that was in my corner know. They know. I made sure it was a 3 knockdown rule. I went down in 3. I was the happiest man in the world when they counted me out. Because now I ain't had to deal with Don anymore. And I just felt bad for Bone because he kept saying he beat me. And matter of fact, one of his people called me. He's doing like events, and they want me to come down and play golf. About 3 hours ago, I talked to some people. They want me to come down and raise money for, and all that and stuff. And so I just got finished doing that. So I do feel bad that Bone Crusher got cheated out of a championship. When I seen him one time, he said, no, I knocked you out. And I said, Bone, I had to take a dive. He said, no, I know you didn't.
Oh.
That makes me mad because Bone really tried hard. He really thought he beat me, and he didn't. I took the dive.
Wow.
Yep.
I got a question from What About Me? He asked, what fighters does Tim make sure he watches when he or she fights? Any fighters you're watching out there today, brother?
Well, today, Today, I feel that, let me say the right things, and I don't want nobody upset with me. There's not the talent that we had in our era, the Sugar Ray Leonards, and the Benitez, the Tommy Hearns, even though some of those boxers' defenses wasn't that good, their offense was 100%. And you need 100% of defense and offense. So when you leave this game, that you will be able to speak and talk to people and know that you wasn't damaged. So oh wait, what was the question?
He wants to know if any of your favorite fighters you're watching today.
Is a problem today when they don't bring back old timers like me. Let's say Evander Holyfield comes in, you see Lennox Lewis. There's a lot of boxers they don't bring back. I think the industry, when you retire, they should use you instead of not call you. And this is why I don't know enough about a lot of these boxers today. I know about the Gachulo brothers. I know about the guy from Japan. I know a couple of others. But this is what the industry should do. They should have work for guys like me when we retire.
Tim, you would
so we can understand. I don't even know who's who is what's what.
You would make a great commentator, bro. You would make an awesome commentator on a blow by blow, ringside. Oh,
Bruce
man.
Gas. Bruce Gas.
Go ahead. I think I would do real good because. Go ahead.
Don't ever tell me to go ahead, Tim. You're the champ. You are the fucking.
I like it.
No, hey, we all love Mad Chad, man. That's why he's here, man. You know.
I got a phone call. I got a phone call out of the blue, and Tim, champ, and every time like me and Bruce are chatting or something, you seem to interact with Bruce. It's like this mystical boxing fucking magical that we have together. Because Bobby Russo just called me. He said, Bobby Russo, he's an amateur boxer. No, he's a trainer up here in Portland, Maine. He had the gloves from the Liston Ali fight in Lewiston because his grandfather, his dad was the boxing commissioner, Bobby Russo. He's the head of the amateur boxing up here in Portland, Maine. And he called me out of the blue. He called me out of the blue. He said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Bobby," I said, "you wouldn't even believe it right now with Bruce," because he knows Bruce we had Boo Boo Andrade before. We were talking with Boo Boo. And
that's Gregory Town's buddy, the guy's name you just said.
Mm-hmm.
And Bobby just called right out of the blue. He's like, "I got this fighter from Lewiston. We're going down to Lower Mass," because I used to go to the amateur gloves with him a lot. My friend was a boxer there, and it was just funny. And I said, "Bobby," I said, I can't talk long. I said, because I'm with Tim Witherspoon. I'm with fucking terrible fucking Tim Witherspoon.
He with the champ.
I'm with the fucking champ. I said, "Bobby, you wouldn't believe how good he's looking right now. He's eating like a horse, like he's racing for the Kentucky Derby. This fucking dude is fucking ready to."
He's ready to lace him up, man.
And I said, "Bobby," I said, "Quick question. What would you ask him right now?" He said, he got fucked in England against Bruno. He said that was fucking bullshit. Something about Bruno, England. He said that was bad. He felt you got fucked somehow there.
Oh, money-wise, I went home with
something wasn't right. Something wasn't right.
I went home with like $95,000, and after I paid everybody,
stop it!
I went home with like 65, but Bruno went home with $1.4 million, and I knocked him out, and I went home with $65,000.
For traveling in foreign country, hostile territory, you came home with 60,000.
Bruce, I just want to puke.
Unbelievable, man! Unbelievable.
I thought that if he would have given me like 800, I wouldn't argue with him or say anything. But he went all the way down to it was like it was 500,000. Then Carl King get half, and then expenses they took out of my money, and I went home with I went over in their country and knocked their champ out in a big crowd of people, 65,000 people, everybody screaming, and I went home. Everybody thought I was lying. Like the people I had to pay, they thought I was lying. But they knew it was real because they know I don't be lying. They know Tim don't be telling. Tim will tell the truth.
Tim
won't have nothing to do with it.
Tim ain't fibbing.
Won't have nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with that dumb stuff. So they knew. They said in the beginning, they say what, and then the weather said, "Nah, Tim ain't gonna do this to us." So they knew it was the truth. Yeah, I only went home with 65,000.
Wow. Now, when you see what the fighters are making today and what they're squabbling about when they're getting millions, what goes through your mind?
I do think that times has changed. What you mean in far and like the money that they making, like Wilder and them was pretty good.
Well, put it this way: Tyson Fury said for him to come back and fight the winner of Usyk and Joshua, he wants $500 million.
Nah, I love Tyson Fury. I'm not paying $1,000 to watch him see Usyk.
I don't know.
He said that.
For me, man.
It's not worth it. It's not worth that.
No, but it seems to me. We're talking.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Matt Chad.
Terrible Tim. I'm sorry, Bruce. I just get a little excited with the champ around. Honestly, I guess
we're all excited, bro.
Janaya.
Everybody in the chat's excited.
I love Tyson Fury. I was with Tyson Fury. I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk. I was with Tyson Fury. Me and my daughter went like 3 different times in England. The gypsy population, they're beautiful people. They're real loyal to each other, and I respect that. I respect Tyson Fury and all that. I respect Just bring the ice.
Who
No, I'm serious. Me and my daughter
Tim.
hung out with them, and I know a lot of the gypsy brothers. They pretty down to earth. They ain't gonna take no stuff from nobody.
Absolutely. A gun to your head, Tim.
But for $500 million for a Usyk fight,
I know he's talking crazy.
I go over to somebody else's house and watch it. No, I would go over to somebody else's house and watch it.
Who wins that fight, Tim? Who wins that fight?
Tyson Fury would kick his ass.
I disagree.
Tyson Fury will beat him.
Fury will quit in the corner.
No way. No.
He's gonna beat the shit out of AJ in the rematch.
Listen. I was trying to reach out.
How much of a problem knows Usyk though as a boxer? Like I just look at the boxing, the sweet science, like his whole pedigree.
I don't see any. I come from the old school. All I see is hands moving. Listen, all I see is hands moving and funny movement. I came up when they had the Slim Robinsons, the Jimmy Arthurs, and a lot of other trainers that taught you the old school. Keep
Bill
your
Miller.
hands here.
All them guys,
Never lean back because you get hit with the second shot. Just real quick. Now you see Mayweather and a lot of the boxers. I was in the gym and I looked on the video. They seen the boxers leaning back like that. You're going to get hit with the second shot. You're not going to get hit with the first one. The first one will make you lean back, and the second one is going to hit you. Whether it's this way or it's to the side. And I seen all these young guys leaning back. If you lean back, at least put the hand up here. And they're not doing it. That's why they need guys like me helping them, because I know all the old chicks from the old school. And
you're not training right now. Are you training anybody, Tim? Are you training any fighters?
I go over. I've been going over to Joe Hand's gym, training for myself, just getting in shape. And I was helping my son out. You know, I go over to my son's gym and help them guys out. It's just so easy to show people stuff now. I have no panic. And on YouTube, I see a lot of people trying to imitate some Philly shell stuff. You know what the Philly shell is? I saw the old heads. We call them old heads. Down in South Philly, near the Italian Market where Rocky made the movie. And my neighborhood is only 10 minutes from there. And you see the old heads, they be over there, they be having their defense tight. That's the Philly shell. This the Philly shell. Not all this stuff. The shell is what it is, a shell. Nothing gets in it. And so you got to tighten your head up, and it's not really your body. It's really mainly protecting your brain. So on YouTube, there's people trying to imitate the Philly shell. They don't know they don't know the real shell. And all it is not getting hit. It's a tight defense. That's all the Philly shell is. You got people doing this. I know that style, but the Philly shell is this or this. You know, keeping your defense tight. but everybody's taking it out of context because they don't really know what it is. That's all it is. You hear everybody talking about the Philly shell?
Everybody.
The Philly shell is the tight defense. That's all. You got people doing this. Oh, this is a Philly shell and leaning back like this. No, the shell consists of a tight defense, just like a shell. Just like a shell, tight. It's not like this.
Are there any heavyweights today that you see? That's a question that Virtuoso asked too. I got a couple of questions I want to hit you with. If they want any heavyweights out there today that you can see competing in your era, because your era was shark-infested water, brother.
You think there's any heavyweight that compete?
Any heavyweights today?
Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua and Dante. Oh well, let me get my words right. I'm sure that it would be an early night for some of these guys, some of these boxers, if they was in our era. You know what I'm saying? If they was in our era, it would be an early night for some of those guys because these guys today don't have defense. Everything is all offense. Like I told you, this guy leaning back. You let a guy keep leaning back just to look pretty. Lean back so he can look pretty. I'm going to hit him with that second shot. This going to make him lean back, and this one going to take him out. Or this going to make him lean back, or this going to take him out. You seen them guys leaning back like this? They should put their hands up when they're doing it. But they do this. You look pretty. And there's a lot of stuff that they doing that is, you know, back in our day, you get killed. They'll kill you if they seen you doing it. And your hand right here. This hand, people have it up. And out here, it's supposed to be against your body. It's supposed to be against your body like this. And when the body shot come, you lean into it. This way. You go like this. Boom, boom. Put your elbow here and lean in and lean out. It's easy. Forget about body shot. And if anything comes up the middle, just lean up a little. And you got this to block it. So you got everybody trying to imitate some Philly shell stuff, and they got their hands up like this. Is this supposed to be against your body? Tight. Forget about the body shots. On this left shoulder and your right hand. They're best friends. So you got to catch it. And if you see something come this way, block the hook. You can throw a hook back. They don't know the old school stuff. I wish these guys reach out.
I know.
Man, if there's anybody out there, get in touch with us, man. You oh, bro, you've got the knowledge, mobility.
Hey, I sent messages to Anthony Joshua. You know his words back. Yes, Spoon. He said, "Yeah, T." This was his exact words. "Yeah, T. I got my team. I'm all right. Thank you. All this stuff." See, he doesn't have the intelligence to even speak.
He's getting fucked up by Usyk. He
don't have the knowledge of boxing, or else he wouldn't have said that. Dante Wilder said, Yeah, go ahead.
They don't know it. If they would reach out to you, if you suffer a loss and you need to come back and learn some real fucking sweet science, you need some terrible Tim Witherspoon in your life.
Oh, yeah.
There's other trainers that, hey, Shania, get the cord quick. Hurry up.
This is the champ. We got the champ.
The cord is going to cut off.
All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back in time a little bit. Mr. Doc wants to know. Technology's fighting with us over here, bro. We're hanging in there, man.
The champ.
Wait a minute, we got to plug it in.
All right, baby. Look at that green WBC championship belt sitting over your right shoulder.
Right there.
Man, look at that.
Somebody from England gave it to me. Wow. Somebody from England gave it to me. Wow. My own American people didn't give it to me. It was somebody in England gave me that belt.
A lot of people splash around the replica belts, the WBC. They sell them all over the internet. You got the real deal back there, bro.
And the WBA.
All right, somebody wants to know. My friend, Mr. Doc, who's been watching you forever. He wants to know, Tim, why were you never granted a rematch with Larry Holmes? Split decision. You got robbed.
Well, Don King was giving Larry Holmes a lot of the young Turks. I was one of them. David Bay. Let me see. Greg Page, I think, for them, right? So Larry just wanted to clean. He wanted a clean, straight run to a Rocky Marciano's record. So I don't really know if Don King and him was on the same page. You know, Don King's black, Larry's black, Rocky Marciano's is white, he's Italian, and you figure he would try to pad Larry Holmes' way to get to that gold. But he actually tried to get Larry beat, I think, Don King.
Really?
Because, I'm just saying, I don't know. He put me in, Greg Page. I almost beat him. I think I did beat him.
Oh,
Greg
yeah.
Page. And so Larry was upset because Larry they was feeding him tough guys. I mean, he's trying to reach Rocky Marciano's record. So that's how much I know about the situation. I knew that I fought him, and I knew that he was trying to reach that goal, and Don King was making it hard for him.
But now, if you beat him, there would have been a rematch clause, right? But
you know, we didn't get no clauses. I didn't know how much money I was getting.
You know something? I never knew none of that shit. Everybody around here, and everybody on YouTube, they seem to know what's going on in the contract.
Right.
They know the rematch clause. They know A side, B side. Bro,
Let me tell you,
all I knew was two guys like Tim Witherspoon.
Let me tell you this.
In the ring.
Let me tell you this. I didn't even know how much money I was getting when I was on an airplane over there. Championship fight.
Come on.
I'm the champ. Listen to me. I'm the champ. I'm on an airplane. I didn't even know how much money I was getting when I went to fight Frank Bruno. I knew afterwards when he gave me that money. So
Tim,
I went through a whole lot of
I
stuff.
got a quick
I'm glad that I'm happy that I was heavyweight champion of the world. I'm happy that people know that name. I'm really grateful for that. I'm not crying over nothing. I went through something that was really, really, I think it was really cool. And it's something that I never thought I was going to even be a part of. Heavyweight champion of the world. I thought I was going to be twice, but I thought I was going to be a heavyweight. I thought I was going to be a tight end for American football team. Now I wound up heavyweight champion of the world. So I didn't even expect to be a champion of the world. But
no amateur career to speak of.
7 amateur fights.
Oh,
I had a good teacher, Slim Robinson.
Slim
Jim Robinson. Mike Rossman, the Jewish bomber.
You mentioned
Mike Rossman, the Jewish bomber. Remember him?
Oh yeah. He beat Victor Galindez. He beat Victor Galindez for the title. I remember Mike Rossman. Oh, and he lost it in the rematch. He quit on his stool. He broke his hand, I believe, his arm. And he went downhill from there. And I was training in the same gym.
I was training in the same gym with him.
All right, man. Yeah, I remember when he beat Mike Quarry. I thought he was going to get beat by Mike Quarry. And he came out of nowhere, the Jewish bomber from New Jersey, white kid. And he's kicking ass. He's an Italian kid, but he's got the Jewish last name. And he's kicking ass. And he fought Galindez. I'm like, wow.
I thought he was half Jewish. I think his father was Jewish and his mom was Italian.
I think his mother was Jewish. His father was Italian. His last name was DiPiana, but he took his mother's last name.
What is it? Jimmy DiPiano, I think his name.
Yeah.
Bruce,
I used to see him every day in the gym, boxing, and I used to see him kicking people behind.
Yeah.
It was his trainer that helped him. And
it's a team.
He was so disillusioned with boxing, he went from boxing back to work construction. Isn't that
I seen him in Atlantic City. And I seen him walking slowly. I said, Mike, what's going on? And he came over. Yo, Tim, how you doing? I think I only sparred him twice. He was real intelligent. Slim had it that way. That's why I know Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, even Tyson Fury, if they pick the right guys, it would make the job much easier, and the public would know that these guys look good and good champions throwing the right punches. They throwing all kind of crazy punches, but look, they win, they're the champ. But they can look really better if they put the right people behind them and really concentrate.
Well, anybody out there, man, make sure you share this video. You can share it on Twitter, Facebook.
I'm going to share it.
let the fight, let the world be known that, man, Tim
I'm gonna let
Witherspoon,
Billy Walsh.
he could make a champion, bro. And Tim Witherspoon's out there. Look at this guy. This guy, he looks like a kid. He looks like in his 30s, for Christ's sakes,
I
man.
wish the girls say that.
You don't want the girls, Tim. You had your problems with the girls, bro.
We could be breaking some ground here, Bruce. We could be breaking a lot of ground here, Bruce. Honest to God, Bruce Gas. Tim, are you familiar with Coach? Are you familiar with Coach Billy Walsh? Do you know who Billy Walsh is?
I heard that name before.
He's coaching the U.S. United States boxing team right now. He kind of had a disillusion with the Irish. He's from Ireland, and he had a problem with how they ran because Irish is all fucked up. They're just fucked right up.
I was in Ireland 5 times. I was with the Irish.
Yeah, you know you're well cultured. And Billy Walsh has this team that's going to be going for gold. Like we haven't had a gold medal winner in the Olympics in a long time. Like it just means something for
those guys train hard. They got plenty of heart too.
And I think you should kind of reach out. You could send Billy an email and say Tim would help with your program because it's all, I think, nonprofit, but I think they pay something. You know what I mean? Like where there's something to be paid, like room and board and food. You know what I'm saying?
They have money. They got money.
And Billy wants to win. The head guy that's coaching these kids is a real, and he's got a fucking a horse stable of fucking killers, Tim. And like to bring you into that environment with these kids, I would see multiple goal winners. I would, and I just want to reach out to him and say, hey, Coach Walsh, Tim would like to be a part of the program and see if you guys can reach mutual ground.
Listen, Chad. If you do that, Tim, you don't mind if I make the connection. If
that's no problem. But a lot of those trainers, they want the glory. I don't want no glory.
No, he don't want glory. Coach Walsh don't want no glory. He's all about the kids. He's all about giving the kids the best chance to win.
I didn't say he was. I didn't say he did, but I know that a lot of well, let's talk about. I hate to talk about it. Let's talk about Sugar Hill. A little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He never fought. I like him. But Deontay Wilder pulled him into this. So is it wrong for me to say what's really the truth? I think that Tyson Fury got him in the corner not because of his knowledge. I don't know why he got him in the corner, but what puzzled me, I didn't want to jump. Let's jump right back to the other stuff. But real quick, what was Tyson Fury sitting in the corner listening to somebody that really never fought before? Tyson Fury, I'm Tyson Fury. I'm sitting in my chair and I'm doing this. What was that? You tell me. And the guy that is telling them these things never fought it. What do you think that is? So Tyson Fury listening going.
Why would they bring him in the corner? Why would they bring him in the camp if he's now somebody in the chat asked, do you think Tyson Fury's gloves were tampered with in that fight?
Okay, I don't know. Tyson Fury is strong. I held the pads with him. He's got plenty of heart. I don't think that Tyson Fury is going to back off of anybody. I don't think that he needs the gloves cut. Now, if there's evidence, that's cool. But I was with Tyson. He's not scared of nobody. He's not scared of anybody. And I'm sure that I'm just saying I don't think that the gloves was messing up. If they were, then I apologize. But I don't think that Tyson Fury, his family, the Gypsy population got plenty of heart. Yeah, go ahead.
Tim Witherspoon.
Yes.
Tim Witherspoon, can I ask you a question man to man? Because you are a real man. Like, you're a hero. I have you up there with Hagler. Hagler's my favorite.
What's he drinking? What's he drinking?
Irish whiskey.
Hagler ain't drinking.
Crazy ass. He's probably drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon or some other cheap beer.
Pabst Blue Ribbon. But one thing about Fury, like if we were together, Tim, right? Just say if I go with you, okay, and you got to fight over in a foreign land, and I'm part of your entourage, and I'm hanging out with your dad, right, all week, and I'm the champ. I'm the heavyweight champ, and you're a middleweight fighter, and I'm with you, and I'm part of you saying the prayer, and I'm with you the whole way. I'm part of Twitter, Instagram. I'm saying Gypsy King, Billy Joe Saunders. I'm all up in
Billy
Billy
Joe's
Joe.
with Billy Joe.
Yeah. And Tyson and Billy Joe are so tight, and he's all about Canelo. He's like, this is the time, and the Gypsies are rolling. And,
I like that loyalty they have. I love that.
Oh, they have deep loyalty, absolutely, on paper, right? So you see them all rolling together, and then you see the fucking fight go down, right? You see Canelo hit Billy Ho, and then Billy Ho fucking cripples down. And then you see Billy Joe's father, his dad, hop over the ropes to go help his son because he's whatever. I don't know why they didn't let him in because everything.
That's not good.
Not good. But the dad hopped over the rope to go see what his son was doing. And because his dad was watching the fight with Tyson Fury. His dad and Tyson Fury are standing together watching the fight. And then the shit went down. The shit went down. And the old man hops over the ropes. And Tyson Fury just stands there, Tim. He just stands there. That's a coward, Tim. A real man is going to help the dad. The real man's helping the dad.
No, say that over again. Somebody jumped his dad?
Bruce, can you explain it to him?
Well, let me see if I can find this.
I wouldn't put my son in a position like that to where he got to fight. He's a celebrity. He's a boxer. He's a champion. And for somebody to do some fighting, I wouldn't put my son in that position to be in the fight. I'm not going to be fighting nobody. I'm a celebrity. I mean, a boxer, celebrity.
Yeah, you're going to break it up. You're going to break it up.
Oh, okay. I'll break it up.
Yeah.
Security
jumped the old man. The security jumped your dad.
Tyson Fury's dad?
Billy Joe Saunders' dad.
Oh, Billy Joe. Because Tyson Fury dad do not play.
Well, if
that's John Fury.
Tyson Fury,
he took somebody's eye out. Yeah.
Tyson Fury's dad would have hopped
He gave
over
somebody's eyes out. That's why he went to jail.
Tommy Fury, the kid that cut fucking Jake Paul and Billy Bob Paul, those Fury fucking, they ducked the Paul brothers. This big Tyson Fury's a fucking
Wait a minute.
Fucking, he ain't allowed in the United States, Tim, because he's connected with the Kinahans that are fucking outlaw Russian cocksuckers. MTK Global is gone because of
Who you talking about?
Fury.
Tyson Fury's dad?
They pulled the fucking wool over your eyes. These guys are dirty scumbags, Tim.
Calm down, man, Chad. Calm down.
Fury.
No, let me say something. I went around the gypsy population.
Chad,
they lovely people. Listen, they lovely people. I never seen. They will listen. If you do something, they will protect themselves. I was around them so much that I know that they was being treated just like certain people was treated in America that didn't need to be treated. A lot of them good and they loyal. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, they loyal to their people. They were outcasts, the gypsies and stuff, but they love each other and they love people. But if you mess with them, they'll fight you. I'm gonna tell you. I never seen nothing. I wouldn't say nothing like that until you, and me and you cool, but I wouldn't say nothing like that until you really sit down and talk with them like I did 5 times. I was in Manchester. They treated us really nice. Don't mess with the girls because they probably knock you right out. But
my girl would beat up their girl. My girl would pound the fuck out of Tyson Fury's girl.
You should think twice about the comment that you made until you meet them. I know me and you cool, but I was with them 5-6 times. Billy Joe Sanders, I was with him. I was with a lot of their cousins, and they really, really good people. So I felt kind of funny when you said that because I know them. I know them, and they really nice people. I went into their population. The girls will fight you. The girls will fight you like they fighting a man. I'm telling you. But other than that, they won't even call the police. They'll handle this stuff on their own. They won't call the police if there's a fight. They'll handle it themselves and solve the problem. And I thought that was really nice what they did. Now, you have a right to say what you want to say, but I ran into some really nice people, even though they can be mean if you mess with them. Yeah. And they're organized. They're organized. They're organized. They know
that's why I dig people over here. They can have different opinions, but yet we can talk about it, and that's it, bro. He's not going to change your mind.
Right to say what he want to say.
Exactly, brother. That's why, Tim. That's why you'd be great as a trainer and a coach, because you know the way it's going to be. But you know how to. You know, he knows how it's going to. I don't know what I'm trying to say, brother. But anything that we can do to definitely to enhance your career as a trainer, a coach, a blow-by-blow commentator. Believe me, we're going to share this video, and people will get to know that. If they can't get in touch with you, man, anybody on YouTube can get in touch with me easy, anytime. And I'll give my phone number over the internet. I don't care. If it's a crank call, I'll just hang up, But yeah, bro, we're gonna do as much as we can, because Tim, you graced us by coming on here, bro. My brother that's my brother Big Duke out there, fourth quarter talk.
You said Big who?
Big Duke, man. I know him as Big Duke. His name is Anthony. I forget his last name. But anyway, Big Duke, I want you hooking up with Tim Witherspoon, because Big Duke is strength and conditioning for pro athletes all the way, bro. He makes Ray Mercer goes about up to his shoulders when they stand side by side. That's Big Duke.
What happened to where did he go?
Mad Chad? I don't know, man. He dipped out. He'll be back. He's
not upset, is he?
No, never. Tim, Mad Chad, sometimes he talks crazy, but Mad Chad is the easiest going guy. I've known him on YouTube. He's come to my house before. He's the only guy on YouTube that ever came and visited me. And man, Mad Chad is he loves boxing. People were accusing him of being a racist. He doesn't have any racist blood in him, man. He is the most liberal-minded, easygoing. I mean, Matt, he's
not upset with me.
No. Okay. He's right here. He just come back again. He's not upset with you, Mad Chad. Tim thought you chased him out of here, bro.
No. I was going on my phone because I was going to go have a smoke. But no, Tim, it's fun to agree to disagree, and Tim, the only reason that I really lost a lot of.
Don't want us to kiss his ass on Champ, here. We tell him what's going on.
No, Champ. The only reason that I lost faith, the only reason I really lost a lot of faith, like I wouldn't want to hang around with him, is the way that he left Billy Joe Saunders' dad just hanging there. Like I would never let a dad, because I've been to a fight with the dad.
Somebody was fighting his dad.
Yeah, and Tyson just stood there, and other.
That's his cousin.
Other gypsies helped. Other gypsies helped.
Billy Joe is his cousin.
But it was just ugly. There's something. Someone recorded me, and they recorded it.
I'll find it. Hang on. We'll put it up on the screen.
But there's no disagreement there. He's a brilliant fighter. There's a lot of great gypsies and everything, But Tyson, I think his silky pajamas really went to his head there, maybe.
There it is, Matt Chad. Check it out.
And the fucking people are rushing up the old man.
Who is that?
And
Whoa, shit.
And I saw Tyson Fury pull a fucking.
Well, I wouldn't want Tyson to get involved too and hurt his hand so he can't fight. So Tyson's need to stay back. I see you. I don't care how bad the fight is. Leave Tyson out of it.
By a bunch of fucking Russians at this fucking fight when Tyson Fury could have stepped over the rail.
No. You don't want Tyson hurting himself.
And said, whoa. He wouldn't even have to throw a punch. And he could have kept the fucking old man from being.
No. I think Tyson did the right thing.
They're like a fucking yellow lion. And he did nothing. Fuck Tyson Fury. Fuck Tyson Fury.
I disagree.
I hope the biggest.
I disagree.
I hope he fucking knocks his fucking head off. Tyson Fury.
Suppose he would have hurt his hand for permanent.
You're worrying the old man, Tyson, you big fucking gypsy fucking motherfucker hanging out with Adrian Brona, you big stupid fucking org. Fuck you. Fuck you.
That was That was Matt. That was on tape from Mad Chatter about a year
It's
or two,
okay.
a year and a half ago.
It's okay.
Matt-
No, I would push Tyson Fury back to stay out of this. He's a celebrity. He's a leader. Do not let him get in there in the front line. Don't.
But he didn't have to do nothing. He could have just stepped over and went, whoa.
What would it look like Muhammad Ali getting on the front line fighting some people? What would it
If
look
he
like?
was somebody's dad, Ali would have hopped over.
Ali would.
You would have too. You would have too, Tim.
Hey, Chad. Tim knew Ali, bro.
Yeah.
And if Tim was with someone's dad that was there at the fight, all day, and part of the culture and part of the gang, Tim would have hopped over the rope, regardless of their lawyers, regardless of.
Sometimes these celebrities can't do that.
Tim would have stepped out for his elder. Tim would have had his elder's back. Tim would have had his elder's back. That's what I'm saying.
You don't have to speak for Tim. Tim's right there to speak for himself.
Listen. I would have tried to break it up, but to get to physically get to a fist fight wouldn't benefit me because he can make a lot more money, fighting instead of getting into this stuff. So you got to have people around you to break that stuff up. And don't let Tyson Fury or any celebrity boxers get involved.
But spur of the moment, Tim, the manhood takes over. Like spur of the moment thing. Like when you're with your elder, you see him in trouble. You're just helping.
He just told you you're a celebrity, bro. You can't let that shit get involved. You gotta have somebody step in between.
You know what though? He does have a point. If you right close and something happened, you gotta break it up.
You're saying prayers with the people. You're saying prayers with the man before the fight, Tim. Come on, man.
He's a coward or what?
I don't think he's.
No, he shudders under pressure when it's a moment.
He shouldn't get involved because he's a celebrity.
He didn't have to. He could have just stepped over though, Tim. He wouldn't have had to get involved because everybody knew him. He could have just went, whoa.
You know what? He right. If Tyson Fury would have walked over there and put his hands up, they probably would have stopped. If Ali
would have did. Yeah, they would have stopped it. Yeah, Tiger would have did it. They would have stopped.
But you in England. I thought that was England, right? They don't care. Was that England?
No, I think it was in Vegas or Texas. It was Billy Joe against. Yeah, it was territory. It was hostile territory to boot. They were like the foreigners. Like they were a tight-knit group.
There was no Americans in there. I'm going to tell you.
None.
I thought that was overseas.
No, that was all United States.
So
they were on foreign soil. That would be like Usyk not hopping over. Like if he saw the old man Lomachenko hop over. Like Usyk would have he would have just ran through like a fucking polar bear.
I like Usyk. I like him.
I just think it was a flaw, Tim. And like I say, he's a brilliant boxer. And they have a lot of hospitality. I really appreciate the old man. Because I think if John would have been there, he would have definitely tried to break it up.
All right, man, let me change the subject a bit now. Let me
change it for sure. I'm sorry, Bruce.
Yeah. What are you doing now? You told me something the other day when we were talking about a reality show coming up. What's up with that, bro?
Okay. Mike at the other podcast, Mike, I forgot his last name. When we were doing the podcast right before that, he told me that they're doing something in Vegas, women and men, young people boxing, like a reality show. And he asked me would I would like to be on it, and I said yeah. So I was talking to one of the producers that's leading me up, so they towards the event when we got to go and everything. I was talking to him every day. So there's going to be a reality show with women boxers and men boxers in Las Vegas. It's going to be hosted at Floyd Mayweather's gym, and so they asked me did I want to be a part of it, and I said yeah, it's long overdue.
Oh, for sure.
Already. Sure. And so there's going to be a winner, and the winner gets $1 million.
Wow. Now you'd be there as a celebrity trainer, or I mean, your name alone is gonna bring people to the event. But would you be actively training some of these women, some of these guys?
Well, the thing was is that they wanted me to be like a confidant, somebody that's over. And I said, if I'm in somebody's corner, and if I can't help them, teach them and train them, then if they lose, it reflects on me. So I was telling them that I got to have more input. I don't mind being in the corner, but I got to have a lot of input because I know the guy that's in his corner don't know what I know. I don't care. I'm telling you, the guy that's going to be in the boxer's corner that I probably helped he probably have a clue, but for him to definitely, he probably a win, for him to really get good knowledge. So I was really interested in me being like, babe, I want to make sure that I teach him some stuff because I don't know who the person is that's going to be his trainer, but I want to make sure that he his defense is tight and all that. So that was the conversation. It was about that. I'm just a confident coming over, support, but I need to do more than that because it reflects on me if we win or lose.
Oh, so, yeah, for sure.
So there's this girl that I got her hooked up. She boxed really good. Shania, what's baby blue name? Asia. I keep forgetting her name. Asia. She's 20 or 18 years old. She's a good boxer, so I recommended her to get involved in it. So there's women and men, and this young girl Asia, she's pretty good, and I just recommended her. So the winner gets $1 million, and it's going to be held at Floyd Mayweather's gym. And Mike from the podcast that I do every Friday night, I think he has a lot to do with it, and Marvin Hagler's son, James Hagler, he has something to do with it.
Oh, man, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm relaxed because I know I'm not better than you. I'm not better than this guy. I'm not better than that guy. But I know what I'm doing. So you bring me in the room with a bunch of kids, I'm so relaxed. I know exactly what to do, and I'm fully confident. So stuff like this, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah. Keep me in contact because I'll keep these cats in contact. And, the more views, the better, the more support you have, man. Because you're breaking ground over here, brother. I'm sitting here, I'm saying, I was watching this guy back in 1985, 1986, knock out Frank Bruno. And I'm watching
you
him.
Talking about me.
You, not me. I'm saying I watched this guy go life and death with Larry Holmes, almost knock out Larry Holmes. Let me go back in the time machine.
And I only been fighting like a year before I fought him, 15 months.
You're a babe. 1 year, you still had 15 fights or 14 fights. These guys today, it takes them 5 years to get 14 fights, maybe not even 14.
I had a good trainer.
Why don't they keep as active as you did?
What you mean?
These guys today, they're fighting once a year, even the champions, and nobody's getting a chance to get in and get one of these.
I think it's the money. If they get a big payday, I don't see they fighting once a year. I see them fighting more than that, but
not that much more, man.
I don't know. See
nothing like.
I'll be trying my best to be a part of the mainstream, knowing all the fights, like Mike do on our podcast. He knows everything, and he say names, and I say, "Oh wow, you got to get caught up." There's a lot of boxers, former boxers. They just got a job. They forgot about boxing, but they got good talent. Why don't you just use us? Bring us back. Come on, bring us back. Wake us up. Wake us up. Boxing is like this now.
Yep.
You need the old school. You need the old school to teach the new school. And we got a scientist here. We got Ivy League fucking Tim Witherspoon.
Hey,
you know what I mean? The champ.
And you know what? Everybody's doing what Mayweather does, who has natural skills. Like I was telling you at the beginning of the show, this leaning back is a no-no. There's a lean back. They leaning back without their hand up. They lean
it's a 1-2.
Everybody leaning back because it looks pretty. And they doing this stuff with their hands down. When they're supposed to be like this, up and down, block here.
Yeah, give that left.
They leaning back and they moving too much. The old timers didn't move. They're just moving nice.
Oh, right in the pocket, right there. Right there.
Am I right?
You're right. You're so right. Amen.
Why they
Amen.
move? Why do they move? There's a lot of boxers today that just move a lot because they think it's
For nothing.
nice.
For nothing.
Back in the old days, we take our time, shoot, big bang, defense, flat slip, big bang. But guys move around and stuff because they wasn't taught defense. They don't want to get hit, so they move a lot. Cut that movement down and learn how to block more. And make sure the art is beautiful. When people see you slip, boom, and knock the guy out, that's what they want to see. Hey,
Bruce, save this. Save the shit. This is the best.
No, keep going, man, because this is good. You know, Tim was he had a defense that was impregnable, like Mike Tyson would say. Because look at this guy today. He's just as sharp and witty as he was 30, 40 years ago, man. You know, he kept that head safe.
He's smarter now than ever. He's still learning. Tim's still learning.
You're right. I'm still learning.
Still learning.
And I could change, like if I see a guy
chameleon,
I can modernize it. I can modernize it. I can make it modernize it. Make it.
You can Steph Curry it. You can Steph Curry it to today's basketball game. You can Steph Curry it. You can change with the game. Steph. You can adapt. You can adapt to what's in front of you.
But you got to have somebody to show you in the beginning, so you know exactly what to do when you reach that point. So I don't know what these. I seen some trainers that I knew back in the day. They were tough guys, and I was like, "How did he get to be with him?" Because these new generation don't know who's who, so they're just taking in anybody. But I seen this in the gym, and I said, "I remember when he was getting his ass kicked, and now he's training some good kid." But I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. Serious. I seen this guy that used to be with this guy in our gym that he didn't really know nothing, and he's with a top guy now. So I kept my mouth. I ain't gonna say no names. He was a top guy, and him and his other trainers with him. But I knew he don't know that. He don't know that much, and I'm saying.
And so why do you think these guys were afraid to reach out to you? Do you think they're intimidated because you were a 2-time heavyweight champ and you wouldn't want to? You wouldn't want to put the shirt on and grab the stool and grab the swab. They think you're too good for that.
That's a good question too. I've been trying to figure that out. Is it probably because they're not knowledgeable enough, and there's not a lot of knowledgeable people around them?
Maybe you intimidate them.
No. I don't think is it intimidating for who? The people that's training?
Well, they think that you're too good to get down and grab a spit bucket. That might be the impression.
I don't want to grab the spit bucket.
Well, you know what I'm saying, bro. You're in the corner. You're going to get bled on. It's not like you're sitting behind the desk. It's not
I'll
like
grab the bucket, though.
All right, bro.
No, fuck no. I'll grab the bucket. Mad Chad grabs the bucket. Tim's fucking talking to the boxer. Tim's talking to the boxer. Tim's the head trainer. Tim's got it all over Eddie Reynoso.
Guys, we got to figure.
Tim had Slim Jim Robinson as his trainer, bro. Tell us about Slim Jim. He was the real deal.
Hey, everybody, there's one thing they didn't like about him, and I'll get to that. But everybody knew Slim was the best in the gym. Everybody knew Slim, and he would get out.
Shout out to 17.
He would get out there and box younger people too. He would box them, and at his old age and stuff. But everybody respected him. But they didn't like the fact that I think that Slim, he was a good trainer, but there was certain things that he had that people didn't trust, whether it's loyalty or something like that. He was loyal to me, and he was loyal to people that had interest in him. But I don't really think it was a big deal of a lot of other stuff that he did, in which I don't really know that much. But there's a lot of people that didn't trust him because I don't know. He catered to certain people more than other people. I don't know. I don't know why.
You and him clicked really, really well, man. I mean, he was everywhere.
Hey, my trainer, my manager, my promoter, Mark Stewart, we just did a podcast about him and Larry Levin. Larry Levin was a dentist that got caught selling a lot of cocaine, and he would come into the office every day with Mark Stewart. Mark Stewart was my first manager. The first words he said to me, my brother Anthony, Artie McLeod, who's Bernard Hopkins' uncle, who was a hell of a fighter, Sterling Quick, Greg Robinson, a couple other guys. The first thing he said, I forgot now. I'm saying all the names.
I'm like you, man. I'm like you. Even worse. Worse.
But the thing is that
we're talking about Slim Jim.
Yeah, Slim was going to make us champions. And we all stick together. But in that we all did in the same building, the musicians and everything. Mark Stewart got caught. They got caught selling drugs. If you look up Larry Levin, Dr. Snow, I had a Mike Tyson situation where he brought us a car. He brought me a car, got us a place to stay, was getting paid every week. He said, Tim, we're going to make Don King pay you. He said, I'm going to make him pay you. Just as sure as I'm standing here. We was on our way to do that. And then they got caught selling drugs. Larry Levin went to jail for selling cocaine. Mark Stewart did. He passed away.
Bruce,
I just recently found
could I ask Tim a question?
Mark Stewart he passed away. I just found out. If all the people that know Mark Stewart, that know that he was my manager, everybody, he passed away. And I just found out last week, Mark Stewart passed away. But he told us he was going to make Don King pay us. And he gave us everything we needed.
Man,
Dennis Rappaport is another guy that looked out for me. But Mark Stewart got brand new car, gave us food, training, paid Slim.
Tim,
we had everything going for us, and then that happened. Dr. Snow got caught with the cocaine. We went downhill. My brother Anthony, 13 and 0, 13 straight knockouts, no losses. We had a good team. Bernard Hopkins' uncle, Artie McLeod, was undefeated. Sterling Click we was all undefeated. We was making money. We was down in Center City, Philly, and all this stuff. Bam. Then we had to go with Don King.
Wow. Man, you've come so close to being a multimillionaire. Let me ask you one question that I want to ask you, man. This guy, Anthony Witherspoon, who fought Usyk a while ago, is he any relation to you?
No, you talking about Chaz.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Chaz
is my cousin. He's my cousin. His grandfather and my grandfather are brothers.
All right, bro. Because I wanted to make sure because people.
I was supposed to work with him, but I think it was inexperience and maybe people talking to him. I only had like 2 fights left, and I told him I was teaching him a little bit, and I told him that look, wait after these 2 fights because I had to make money to survive. And I was going to come on board, but then when that happened, he got these other trainers, and he's my cousin.
Man, anybody out there, you hear that, man? Because he needed money to survive, Anthony Witherspoon, who possibly, if he had beaten Usyk, how high he could be right now.
Chaz. Anthony,
I'm sorry, man. Forgive Anthony, bro. Tim, my mind is way worse than yours.
Get the Toker, Bruce. Get the Toker.
I'm talking to Joe Frazier in 10 minutes, man. Believe me, I'm wacko. I'm going, and on top of that, I'm high as a kite. But bro, you're gracing me, it's just a pleasure being here. And I'm sorry if I'm mentioning the wrong names. But
it's okay. Keep going,
forgive me.
Keep going.
No, Mad Chad wanted to ask you a question. Go ahead, Mad Chad.
Mr. Witherspoon, Champ Witherspoon. Champ.
No, Tim.
Tim.
There you
go. As a professional boxer, but not only that, as an athlete, like you said, you thought you might play football. I mean, I could only imagine you playing basketball like a Charles Barkley, a Darryl Green. You know what I mean? Like as a football player, I consider you like a Mike Singletary. You know what I mean? Singletary, you'd be like Singletary. Wide-eyed, hitting hard, and as an athlete, who was the best athlete in your 65 years of life? that you've ever seen in your eyes? The best athlete on earth that you've seen in your lifetime?
Well, there's a lot of them. It's hard to pick. There's a lot of them. That's a hard pick. There's a lot of great baseball players, football players, basketball players.
What other sport would you have done? You know what I mean?
I really like the football and baseball. Basketball was my last one.
Anything. You could have done anything.
I played tennis and I golfed. I did golf. No, I played tennis. I won the tournament. At when I was 16, playing tennis. So I don't know. Boxing, I walked into out of just nowhere. Because my main thing was those other sports. I just happened to just walk in. I didn't ever think of being a boxer.
7 amateur fights. How many amateurs?
How about this one? How about this one, Tim? You're the greatest boxer of all time, to Tim Witherspoon. Who's your greatest boxer?
Yeah.
You know what? Muhammad Ali is the greatest because he did things good inside and outside of the ring. Everybody was talking about Floyd, and the way the Floyd, he was talking about Ali. Ali didn't do this, Ali didn't do that. And I felt kind of bad about that. I have nothing against Floyd, but Muhammad Ali did things inside the ring and outside the ring. He was a perfect gentleman. He didn't have strip clubs. Floyd, you can have it. You're entitled to have whatever you want. He didn't have strip clubs. He loved everybody. He hugged everybody. And you didn't see him doing strip clubs or gambling. You seen him as a perfect gentleman, a perfect human being, and went through a lot of things. He went through a lot of things. And, they want him to go to war. He didn't want to go to war. He didn't want to go kill nobody. The reason why I keep saying Floyd because it kind of like bothered me when he said certain things about Muhammad Ali. He said certain things about Muhammad Ali, and I thought that was really kind of it was kind of a little too much. Saying that, he said something like, "Well, he didn't do what I did," or something like that. Even if I would have accomplished as much as Muhammad Ali, he still's the greatest because
I love Muhammad Ali. You had a personal relationship with Muhammad Ali. How about talking about your time with, to me, the greatest? Somebody that I love so much, man. Tell us about Muhammad Ali.
I was with him. I was with him on several occasions. I'm not saying that I was his ace in the hole, stuff like that. No. He didn't name me Terrible Tim. It was my friend Talik Eddie Burgess from my neighborhood I grew up in, and I told everybody that. But Muhammad was the greatest, and I keep going back to when I was at Ali's camp, and I was standing near the gym, and he had security blocking people from coming into where he was sleeping. So there was some people that snuck around the back. And the security caught him, and they woke Ali up, but Ali told him to leave him alone. This man was tired. Ali was in his cabin sleeping. They woke him up. Security caught the people. It was escorting them out. Ali said, "Leave him alone," and started doing magical tricks. He was tired, and he got up, started doing his tricks. He told security to leave the people alone that snuck around the back. That's what you call a great champion. On, in, and outside the ring. And he did a lot of things. We was on an airplane going to Indonesia. He's doing tricks. I fell asleep and woke up. He's still doing tricks. We going to Jakarta, Indonesia, where I fought. And I just think that he's one of a kind, man. He's one of a kind. And it'll take a long time for somebody to ever take him off that throne.
Now, I heard you talking about when he fought Larry Holmes in Las Vegas.
He was sick.
Tell us about that. Was that fight on the verge of being canceled at the 11th hour?
Now, that part could have been true because I caught them guys arguing and fighting. Okay, this one is important here. So I'm young. I'm sparring with Muhammad Ali at Ali's camp, And I really haven't been to Vegas. I really haven't been partying, like been out in the scene. I'm young, heavyweight, sparring partner for Ali, coming into new stuff. So we fly to Vegas. I'm in there, I'm sparring with Ali. But even we knew that Ali was sick, me and my trainer. I was boxing Ali at Ali's camp, and I said, Slim, he must be out of shape. When is he going to like fire up or get serious? And Slim said, Tim, I don't know. He said, I don't know, man. Just go ahead and spar with him. So all the time I was sparring with Ali, I never seen no progress. And I was always pushing him around. And I said, I'm gonna be champ. And on my mind later, I was like, I'm gonna be champion. This is all it's about. Later on, we found out he was sick, but he never shined on me. He tried.
And he's going to the ring against Larry Holmes.
Huh?
He's going in the ring against Larry Holmes.
It's against Larry Holmes.
Wow.
And so
prime Larry Holmes.
I was thinking too afterwards that maybe because I got a good trainer that helped me maneuver me through all this, that's why I did really good. But I did do good, but he was sick. And we didn't know it, but something was wrong. He was always a little tired here and there. So we broke camp. And I was like saying, Slim, I said, I can't believe that I made it through this session without getting beat up on or something like that. And she said, Tim, hey, that's the way it is. We flew to Vegas. He's on in Vegas. We were sparring. He still didn't progress. He still was just the same. He still wasn't whipping on us. He was a little bit faster, but nothing more, no strength. He was weak. So I was like tired of all this. You know, everybody this way, that way. I'm a young kid. I'm 20-something years old, sparring with the greatest. This is new stuff to me. So I was going to go over to we stayed in the Caesars, and we stayed in the Dunes Hotel. They stayed in Caesars, which is side by side. So I said, you know what? As soon as this fight is over, I want to go home. So I went over to Howard Bingham, who was in charge of the flights. Ali had the 14th floor. I think Larry Holmes had the 13th. So, or it was the other way around. I went on the 14th floor. I think that was Ali's, and I walked down. I was walking down to Bingham's room, which is like three doors down. So before I got to Bingham's, I heard a lot of noise and screaming and arguing. So I said, damn, somebody fighting. So I started walking towards Bingham's room, and I looked, and the open door was wide open. They was in there arguing about not letting Ali fight or letting him fight.
Wow.
And I said, wait a minute. Did I just hear them say he shouldn't fight? So I backed up, and I stayed there. They was arguing so much, they didn't know I was standing there. So I said, oh, shit. Ali might not fight. Because my trainer in Dundee was trying to stop him from fighting. My trainer in Dundee, one other guy. Everybody else was saying, no, he's all right. He could fight. And I was like, damn. Excuse my language. I said, wow. So I walked down to Bingham's room, knocked on the door. His wife answered the door. She was tired. She was like, she didn't want to deal with nothing. She was like getting smart with me, but I knew something was wrong. She was like tensed up. A lot of stuff was going on. So Howard Bingham came over. He's a photographer. I said, look, can you get me out of here, man? I'm tired. I did my job. You know, I got to get paid. I'm going. So he said, all right, Tim, I'll take care of it. And so I had a rough time with him and his wife, and I felt bad because I was like shouting at her a little bit because I wanted to get out of there. So I started walking back towards Ali room. A lot of people don't know this. I witnessed it firsthand. So I walked back towards the room. They were arguing. You could hear it when you walking up. No, he shouldn't fight. He should this and that. And so I walked and I looked in there some more and watched them going back and forth. Dundee and Slim. No, man, I don't think he should fight. And I think it was a couple of other guys, but the room was packed. And then I said, ooh. I went down and told all the sparring partners Ali might not fight. So I went down into Caesar's Palace in the casino, and like a lot of boxers was there. And I was saying, yo, the fight might not go off. They're up there arguing about Ali fighting or fighting. I said, hey, man, I just made my plane reservation. I'm getting out of here. But I stayed. I stayed and watched the fight. After the first punches was thrown, I knew
You knew. You knew.
Yeah, I knew. And Larry tried to tell them to stop the fight.
Yeah. He used what Ali used to do. He coached the ref with his right hand, and the ref
He
didn't
was
stop.
crying in the locker room. He cried.
You want me to beat
He
him
was
up? I'll beat
crying.
him up. It's his job.
He cried. He cried, right?
You know,
Right.
I went to that fight in 1980. I had just moved into my pad, and I was Ali all the way, man. I got dressed up. We went out for dinner, and you could have heard a pin drop when they stopped that fight in the Providence Civic Center where they showed it on closed circuit. It was just so. I mean, what happened? Ali rose so many times and so many comebacks, and we're saying, yeah, this is going to be another one, and it just wasn't meant to be. And man,
well, you see them details. I'm the only one that had the details, and there was other people that probably heard them arguing, but I actually witnessed it,
man,
eye on eye, ear on ear, everything they was doing. And
if I was a cold son of a bitch, I would have went down to the casino and I would have bet my money on Larry Holmes.
You know what? I wasn't thinking that time. I was no gambler. I was look, he was weak. If I was a negative guy, I'd have went and bet a lot of money on Larry Holmes. Cause
you knew, man. You knew.
Oh, I'm thinking about that 30 years later.
Tim, how many times have you been so close to that brass ring, brother?
30 years. What is it? 40 years later or something, right? 30 years.
Yep. 40, over 40 years now. 42 years later.
Ali was sitting on the bed all weak looking, tired.
Now he was taking thyroid medication, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. I heard him talking about thyroids.
Yep,
there you go. Yep.
That fucked him up, man.
There you go.
Yep.
I'm glad you said that. They was mentioning thyroids when we was in training camp.
Mm-hmm.
They was mentioning about his thyroids, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" You know.
If we are 98.6, you take one of those thyroid pills, you're going to be 101.6, and it's just going to burn all that fat, and all your organs are getting fucked up. I heard that, and it just broke. Once again,
wait a minute. So thyroid medicine helped you burn fat?
Oh yeah.
Why was he doing that?
To look. Remember when Ali took his robe off? He looked like Superman.
He was putting in 15 pounds.
He took his robe off. He looked like Superman.
Oh, now I'm getting it now. Okay, thyroids. I heard him talking about thyroid medicine. You're right.
Yeah, brother.
He took thyroid. He was taking on thyroid medicine, and his weight was coming on. You know what they would do after he trained? They would wipe him down. They would wipe the sweat off of him.
Yeah.
I thought it was like stupid.
The bodybuilders take that. They get shredded, and it just burns them from the inside, because you know those guys, they don't care what about their health. They just want to get on stage and win the cup.
Thyroid medicine?
Yeah, T3 to be exact.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro.
All these years.
Oh yeah, all these years, man.
So he was trying to lose weight.
Well, see, I think Ali just did that for that last fight. It's from what I know, it was just for the Holmes fight, and I mean the Berbick fight was tragedy right there, bro. That was so sad. They didn't even have a proper bell to ring between rounds up there. What was it in?
It was in Jamaica. It was in Jamaica, right?
Bahamas, Bermuda, yeah, Jamaica. I think it was in the Bahamas, but they had a cowbell they were using for the ringside bell. Man, I'll tell you, Tim, I don't want to keep you forever, bro. It was just so great talking to you, man. I want you around, so you're going to come back again and see us.
But
man.
Listen, isn't that something? I winded up with the heavyweight champion, with the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, in his presence. People recognizing me. I'm so grateful that I was heavyweight champion of the world. I could say that. I can't believe it. I'm still like, wow, heavyweight champion of the world. I was with the greatest of all time. I was with Joe Frazier. I was with I was with George Foreman in the present with George Foreman. All of the guys, Jimmy Young, I sparred him. Joe Frazier. The list goes on and on. I never met Jerry Quarry, but I love the way he had heart. I love Jerry Quarry, the way he fight. He wasn't scared of you. I just can't believe it, man. Here I am. I'm heavyweight champion of the world 2 times, and I'm still rubbing myself. Damn. Champion of the world.
Damn. You know, I keep pinching myself to make sure I'm not dreaming over here, brother.
I'm just saying. I didn't, if you keep pushing, never know. If you don't give up, you never know what will happen.
Oh, Tim.
That's what I tell little kids. Don't give up.
Tim, I'm going to get in touch with somebody I know who's an author. And if you haven't put in a book out yet, he's going to get in touch with you real soon.
Book.
You did the book already?
Let me show you it. Let me go get
it. Yeah.
But
let me
I'm gonna tell you about it, guys. I'll be right back. Let me get the book.
All right, man.
Okay.
I'll give you the full stream when you come back, man. But man, just so much fun here talking to the 2-time world heavyweight champ Tim Witherspoon. We can see that WBA green belt sitting right back there, man. The one that's what everybody wants. They want the green belt. And this guy, he knew them all, man. You heard him.
There you go. Everyone's lined up. Bruce Gass.
Yeah, man, Bruce. Chad. What's happening, my brother?
The shooter just stopped by. He's eating some strawberries, but he wanted to say hi to the champ and Bruce because, here's the shooter.
What's up, champ?
Say hi to the champ.
Hey, hang on, Simon.
I already know Bruce.
Yes, you know Bruce, but you got the champ. He was talking to Muhammad Ali stories. Fought Larry Holmes.
That's crazy.
Went to England, beat up Frank Bruno.
I think he's
the champ just lost.
Bro.
Yeah, I don't know where he's at. I can't see him. I see his belt though.
That's the belt, the WBC belt.
He jumped
That's Simon. Bruce, I'm going to take off real quick, but tell the champ much respect, and I'll talk to you soon, Bruce.
God bless you.
Everybody in chat, thank you.
Wait a minute.
Tim
don't have the book. I can't find the books. I got 4. All right, thank you, but I can't.
Thank you, champ. I got to go. My son just swung by. We're going to hang out, and it's a pleasure. He said much respect, and keep doing what you're doing, champ. And God bless Bruce. Bruce Gass, thank you so much. Shout out to the champ, Terrible Tim Witherspoon, Bruce. How fun was this? I mean,
thanks for coming by.
This is historical. Bruce, have a great night.
God bless
you.
Love you, Bruce. Bye.
Tim, like I said a few minutes ago, man, you told me you only had a half hour, bro. You've been here for about an hour and a half, man. Such a good time talking to you. I appreciate it so much, and I don't want to impose on your time more than you want to, but you want to hang out a little bit more, bro.
About 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes. All right, let's see. 10 more minutes. How about telling us let me see. How about telling us the fight you had with let me see here. Anybody out there want to bring up a fight? We talked about most of them. How about the fight with Tony Tubbs when you got that first title? Tell us about that fight, man.
Okay.
Second title, sorry.
Well, was that the first fight?
That was no, it wasn't Greg Page the first title?
Oh, right. Tony Tubbs. Okay, so at that time, we knew that Don King really, his interest was in Tyson. So everything was up in the air. We both felt that Don didn't really care about us. So like I trained hard and kept quiet. I did the smartest thing. We was all in the jam. Jam, we couldn't do what we wanted to do. So I think Tony and them kept on arguing and fighting, and I kept my mouth closed. It's a shame that we had to do these things to progress. So I trained hard. I sparred Tubbs before, and he was clever. Tubbs, to me, wasn't the hardest puncher in the world, but he was smart. He was quick. and you couldn't hit him with anything you want to hit him with. So I had to go to the body a lot, then work my way up to the head. And so I stopped talking about Don. I said, look, it ain't gonna get me nowhere. It'll get me in trouble. And I think Tubbs kept on talking just like Greg Page did. So I know that if the fight was close, that it would go in my favor. Don is not dumb. He's not gonna, pick the guy that's arguing and fighting with him. So I trained for Tony, and I won. I won the fight. I won the fight. But I knew Don King was leaning towards me more. But what his main thing was Tyson. He didn't care.
Mike Tyson.
He didn't care about me or Tony.
Now somebody asked Ed, have you ever contacted Mike Tyson about meeting with Mitch Green?
Yeah, we did. We threw some things out there to talk to so we can have them together. I think that's the ultimate thing to do, is us get Mitch Green and Mike together. I know Mike is booming with his podcast and with a lot of other things. But if you just give Blood Green just a couple of minutes, that would help. That would help him, because I want to help Blood. I was in training camp with him. I seen him go through ups and downs. I was with him before he started screaming and shouting. That's why I know he's a good guy. And Mike is too. It was just the way you prepare for a fight that caused the negative stuff about it. So I know Blood was arguing with Mike, but he really was mad at Don. Yeah, he was arguing with Mike and trying to fight him, but he really was upset with Don. It really wasn't so much of Mike. And I don't think that Blood should have did that. I called Blood up every day, every other day, to talk to him, to see what direction we going in. Him and let me see, Greg Towns, and also Brian Robinson, who's my marketing director. He got some good ideas too. He got some good ideas. He had some ideas in the beginning about it, but we're just trying to get Blood on the right track. I didn't never choose sides or anything. I did choose sides, the one that needed help, and that was Blood. Tyson already is doing good, and he's doing really good, and so I wanted to work and help Blood because he needs help. He's limping, he's got a cane, and everything like that. So,
well, helping other people is going to help you too, brother. It really is.
I hope so.
People see that. Yeah.
I don't think Mitch Green should have carried it that far, but he was emotional. He was emotional and everything, and so he carried that far. Kept following Mike around, and that's how Mike reacted. That's all. Mike hit him and stuff like that, and it didn't play right for Blood.
But we've all grown up so much since then.
Yeah, we did.
Somebody's got one last question for you.
No,
why didn't Terrible Tim ever get a fight with Mighty Mike Tyson?
Okay. I had my own problems going up to the championship, and I did find out that Mike Tyson, his management, Jones and
Rappaport
and Jones.
Mm-hmm. No. He was Bill Caton and Jimmy Jacobs.
Yeah, well, they was afraid of Skills. They was afraid. They didn't want to take a fight with me. Mike did. Mike didn't give a damn. But the management, when I found out that they turned me down, not Mike, Caton and them did, because they didn't know which Witherspoon is which boxer would show up that night. They didn't know if the real Tim would show up, and it would be a problem for them. So that's what people was thinking when I was fighting. Because if I was in shape and ready to fight,
you would have been Buster Douglas.
Yeah, but the bottom line is that I wasn't in shape most of the time, and because my career was up and down, And you know I look back and say that, man, if I were to continue on and just train hard and this and that, but it was hard. It was hard, and that was the thing. But we found out that Caton and Jones, Caton and Mike Tyson, them, they didn't want to take my fight, but Mike would have, but they didn't. And
You think the same thing is happening today with fighters like, for instance, Bud Crawford and Errol Spence? What do you think of that fight?
I think it'll be a good fight.
Now, I hear people on the internet saying that the fight is one fighter is ducking the other fighter, and he doesn't have the balls to fight.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think they ducking. They can do all that. I think they're trying to get each other to fight each other. That's why they're saying that. He's ducking him, he's ducking him, so they're trying to do that. I think that would be a good fight. Like, I do look at them, and I don't see the skills of our days, but they do be fighting. They do be in there fighting, but I don't see none of the stuff that we did in our days. I don't see none of that.
Like Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas Hearns.
Ray.
Comparing those two, that fight to this fight. But I think it's just as popular in the boxing community because that's the welterweight fight pretty much of the 21st century, bro.
I don't feel it. Maybe because I haven't been involved, but I have seen them too. But I've been around with Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray, Benitez. I just don't feel the same feeling. I watched the Bud Crawford fight, and I watched the other boxer fight.
Spence,
and several of them, and Spence. I just don't get that feeling like when I was watching Roberto Duran, and you don't get it.
I don't. I try to get it. I try to get that feeling back again. It just doesn't happen. I sit there in front of my television and I'm saying, come on, get that feeling going. Even like last weekend, we had Baturbiev and Joe Smith.
Joe Smith, is he from England?
No, he's from Long Island.
Oh,
he's the guy that knocked Bernard Hopkins through the ropes.
Okay, Joe,
a couple of years ago.
Okay,
but that was a unified light heavyweight championship, and I'm not getting as excited as when I used to see Michael Spinks take on Marvin Johnson or something like that. You know, it's just not doing it anymore. These guys just don't have that. I don't know what it is, but it's not there for me.
I think I see a little bit of excitement, but I just don't see the stuff that Sugar Ray and Tommy Hearns, the great art that they showed. The great art, slip and bang, bang. You know, throwing your hands up after the knockdown. And there's certain things you don't see. And that's why me or you would probably get like, say, oh, well. But people during this era is okay for them. But we saw a lot of the good stuff.
Oh, bro.
These guys are pretty. Those guys they doing good, but not like Sugar Ray Slip. Wham! Sing, bing, boom, boom, bam. You know, all that. You don't see that.
You got to get back in the gym and show some of these guys what it was like.
These guys are loyal. What positive thing these guys have in boxers is loyalty. They are loyal, but they're loyal to people that haven't even fought in their life, like Sugar Hill. I hate talking about this because I know Sugar Hill is a nice guy, but boxing people want to hear the truth. Sugar Hill never fought before. I respect him. You know, I love that brother. He can say whatever he want to say about me, but he never fought before. Deontay Wilder got Malik Scott in his corner. He knocked Malik Scott out. Why would he be in your corner? Boxing is bad. So maybe I'm not getting no work because I'm speaking out.
Could be, brother.
I'm one of the last guys that got that knowledge. I'm one of the last guys that got that little bit of knowledge that'll help you win. And so that's the thing. That's the thing with me. I don't think big like I'm a big shot. I don't do all that. But I see really when people need help, like Anthony Joshua, if he would have called me, he would have knocked Yusuf out. I'm telling you, he would have knocked them out.
What do you think of him making that training to, who's he with now, Robert Garcia?
They all going on the wrong people. They all going to the wrong people.
Well, anybody out there who knows boxing, man, you tell them Tim Witherspoon. He's ready to train a fighter. He's unemployed as a trainer right now. He's got a resume that cannot be touched out there. Check it out, bro.
Who did Garcia train?
His son. It's the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. I don't know. I couldn't tell you who's in the camp right now, but that's who Anthony Joshua picked for his trainer.
That's a damn shame. It's a shame. I had people reach out to him, and he said, "No, I got my team." Does Garcia ever win a championship? His dad, the one that's the trainer?
I think he's won. I think he's had champions in the stable, but never a heavyweight, from what I hear.
No, but has he ever won a championship himself?
I don't know.
Has he ever fought before?
Black and Brown, I saw you out in the chat room there. You know more about the West Coast boxing scene than I do, bro. But anyway, man, that's who Anthony Joshua picked.
Shame. It's a shame.
It is. Now somebody's asking you a question. What heavyweight fighters have had the greatest defense? Journeyman Black, shout out to you, brother.
Okay, who had good defenses? Look, Joe Frazier had a tight defense, even though he got caught. Let me see who else had a tight defense. Let me see. Some people view defenses also too as missing this way, like that. Jimmy Young was pretty good, not getting hit. Ken Norton kept his defense a little tight, but I think Joe Frazier had a tight defense more than guys during his era. You know, but I emphasize on defense because I knew it helped me. As far as knocking guys out and throwing my punches, the defense allowed me to do those things. You know? So if you're all offense, you're bound to get hit with a punch. So there was a lot. There was several good defensive boxers in different weights and everything like that. But my trainer, Slim, he was really good at that. Defense, offense, countering back. I don't know about Garcia. The boxers today are picking people that's popular in the sport, and that don't work all the time. So I picked this guy because he won the championship, but it might not be good for me. You know, it might not be good for me. It might be good for that individual.
Yeah, Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia's got a good resume. They're telling me out here all the fighters that he's trained. He's got a good resume, but he's not Tim Witherspoon. That's for damn sure, bro. He hasn't been in the trenches. Hey, Tim, that right hand you had, where did that ever come from? Did you learn that, or was that something that God gave you?
Well, my trainer said, Slim said that I'm not getting a lot of power out of the straight right hand. And he said, we can get that right hand straight strong, but we don't have that much time. Let's work on that overhand, and then we'll work on the straight right. We'll work on that as we go along. So then when he see me throwing it overhand, when he showed me how to do that, it was really good. It was really working. He started really pushing me on it. And then we worked on the straight right hand after that. I started knocking guys out with the straight right hand later, but the overhand was the shot.
Oh, so,
he realized my straight right hand was weak. So that's how the loop started coming in. That's how the loop. So you mean to tell me Anthony Joshua is over with a trainer that usually trained welterweights and stuff?
Yeah. That's the size of it. They're talking the fighters that he's trained were Mikey Garcia, Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame.
He trained Marcus Mariana. Many fighters from what they're telling me out there. You know, I've heard of them, but I right now I can't think of all these fighters, man. My head gets so clogged with so many names out there. As soon as somebody names them, bango, I know who they are.
The problem is too, they're picking a guy that their boxer is successful and not the trainer. So that's really could be a problem. The boxer probably have the talent that make the trainer look good, and that's why the trainer's getting on. I had nothing against Mr. Garcia, but the thing is, his fighter's winning, and that's going to make him win. I've seen that happen in the past, where the fighter won, and the trainer got all the publicity, got a lot of publicity, but when he went on to the next guy, he couldn't do anything. So Joshua's going to him because he's inexperienced. I love Joshua. He don't know what he's doing, and the people around him, they don't know what they're doing. Or else they would have came to a guy like me or a guy that's more suitable with heavyweight. They went to a guy that's more popular on television.
Well, Joshua, one thing about Joshua, he's got a lot of money.
Yeah.
So you think the hunger's going to be there when he fights Usyk?
But when I seen him training, it looked like he wasn't serious. But I think that he could probably get serious about it. He got a lot of money. He has a lot of money, and you figure he would come to a guy like me that will help him knock Yusuf out. He really, I think he's in the wrong area. He's on Hollywood now. He's looking at TV just because that boxer winning. He picking his trainer. See, I came from the old school. We want to see what that trainer really knows. I don't care what his fighter, because there's a lot of boxers that made trainers. They win because they won, and the trainer didn't. I know there's a lot of guys. I'm not gonna say no name. They won the fight because they won the fight. And they got lucky, or they did go in there and execute. But the trainer wasn't enough, and I've seen it several times. I'm not down in Mr. Garcia.
Yeah, but, you got to admit, some failed boxers makes great trainers. Some guys who never made it to the top. I mean, just guys like Mickey Roach, Emmanuel Stewart.
No, you talking about Freddie Roach.
Freddie Roach, yeah. Who did I? Oh, I said Mickey Roach. I'm sorry, man. Yeah,
let me say this. Freddie probably still mad at me, but Freddie got hit a lot. I think a lot of people felt sorry for him, and he got a job. I feel a little bit bad for the brother because he's sick.
Yeah.
But he barely could hold the pads. He was like this, just holding the pads like this. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't really going all into this. He just held the pads while Pacquiao hit him. And they made him trainer of the year.
They're telling me Garcia's getting millions of dollars to go train Joshua.
And all you got to do is come here.
All you got to do is get in contact with Terrible Tim Witherspoon. First lesson is free. After that, you're going to sign for a lifetime plan with this man, brother.
Listen, you can't take the horse to the water if you don't drink it. What can you do?
You can't do anything, bro. You can't do anything, though. But yeah, man.
The television really has got people going. They're watching that's what boxing is really bad. I can't believe it. You know what? I expect that. They don't know what they're doing. They don't really know what they're doing, or else they would go to the East Coast where the knowledge is. All the winners, Mayweather went over to Vegas, and that's where everybody going, California, Vegas. But the real teachers is over here on the East Coast.
Philadelphia, New York City.
New York, everywhere, over there, all up and down. That's where the real stuff is. And people in England and all that, they want to go where the television view trainers and stuff from the fighters that's winning. Like Garcia, I have nothing against him. Whoever else over there on the West Coast, they going over there not knowing that the real stuff is over here.
Shout out to my bro Randy Smith out there. No boxing. Man, I'll tell you, Tim, we could go on and on and on. And bro, you gave me 2 hours over here. You told me 15 minutes when I talked to you earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to go.
You are my brother, man. You really
we brothers. Let me just say this. Let's hope that Anthony Joshua learned something from Mr. Garcia, who really don't know nothing like I know. His son or whatever was a good boxer. Mr. Garcia, he doesn't know nothing where as much as I know. And I know that. But I respect him. He's a good guy. And I know his son has really accomplished a lot. But I don't know why Joshua went on the West Coast when he should have came over to a former heavyweight champ or other guys that's in our category on the East Coast. That shows you how bad boxing is. And definitely Garcia might can help him. But there's heavyweight movement that Mr. Garcia doesn't know about because he's always working with his son. I could train smaller people. And stuff like that. So congratulations. It's really sad in the boxing world when you got former heavyweight champs and you got other guys that's really good. And television is causing a lot of negative vibes. The television, just because a boxer win doesn't mean that his trainer helped them do that. He did help them, but there's a lot of knowledge that.
Yes, there is, man. And anybody that's seeing this can see that you're there to offer it, Tim. Tim, you want to say any last words out there to any of the cats listening? Because I sure do, man.
Just good luck to all the boxers and everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed this podcast. I came on because I'm one of the fallen soldiers. Not fallen soldiers, but I'm a guy with plenty of knowledge.
You're a soldier, bro.
I know, but I'm a guy I'm a boxer, a former boxer with a lot of knowledge, and been trying to reach out to some of these guys, these boxers, and they don't reach out. And you see the results in the boxing industry today where this guy get knocked out, the boxing ain't like it used to be. And this is one of the reasons why. I would have did it. Listen, I'm not saying I would have did it for free. I don't have to be in his corner. Let me show him how. He don't know how to do this. He don't know how to do that. He don't know how to shoot, boom, bam. Garcia don't know how to do that. Let's see what happened. He probably could win. But Hollywood is messing a lot of people up. The television and all that, It's sad because I met Joshua on 3 or 4 different occasions. And he don't know. I'm gonna tell you the truth. He don't know. He really wouldn't be a good teacher if he retired right now. I wouldn't send my son to Anthony Joshua to train him. These are the things I'm talking about. So say like if Anthony Joshua retired now and want to train somebody, he'd be the last person I send somebody to train. It's true. Dante Wilder. Would I send anybody for him to train? I love these guys too. No way I'm sending nobody to him. Tyson Fury, I think he got better skills than both of them. He got better skills than both of them. But I still would think about it. So I'm just letting you know, Bruce, I wouldn't send, if Anthony Joshua retired, I wouldn't send no boxers to him. Him or...
Well, bro, because you're old school. These guys couldn't possibly experience the knowledge that you experienced because, like you said, man, everybody's moving away from the capital of blood, sweat, and tears, bro. Philadelphia.
Yo, that makes a lot of sense.
New York.
That makes a lot of sense.
So, man, like I said, the internet's a big world. I hope people can see this and they can reach out. If they can't get in touch with you, Brand, get in touch with me. I'm easy to get in touch with. My email's
always at the bottom of my
phone.
Too. Bruce, there's a couple other guys. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm better than those guys.
Well, bro, you're the other guy they can find over here, man. And you say there's a couple other guys, yeah, but hey, there's a couple of diamonds out there. Just let me find one of them, that's all. Just let me find one of them, bro. And yeah. Tim, you God bless you, bro. You made my evening tonight. It was great talking to you, bro. I'm gonna let you go. I'm going to call you again. If anybody contacts me, like we talked about before, I'll give you a text. I'll let you know what's going on. And brother, thank you so much, Tim.
Thank you.
God bless you, my brother.
God bless you too. Thanks for that information. I didn't know Anthony Joshua was over there training, and a lot of Hollywood stuff is going on where people are going to select that stuff, and it's really, I don't think it's going to help him in the boxing. But if he's in good shape, he got a good chance of winning. But thank you for having me on the show, and I'll see you next time. Okay.
Absolutely, my brother. We'll be digging some clams soon,
Love
man.
you guys. Love you.
Peace, my brother.
All right,
Peace.
peace.
Man.
See you later. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Okay, thanks.
I don't know what else to say, man. The great Tim Witherspoon come down and talk to old Bruce Gas. You know, that's slap my face for referring to myself in the third person, man. I thank Tim Witherspoon for coming down and talking to me and sharing it with my brothers, my sisters out here, man. Great audience, great questions, man. And what can I say, man? You know, Tim Witherspoon, that's a legend. That's a living legend. You know, you don't see things like that. And if you don't see him, man, you're not going to see him again. So I'm thankful, man. I hope that's wearing off on my brothers and sisters out there, because this is so beyond anything. This is a boxing legend, man. You know, this is beyond A side and B side and squabbling racial. This is real. That's all bullshit right now. This is boxing, and this is what I love. And I'm glad I could share it with you. And I'm glad Tim came in here to share with us, man. And Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Tuesday night fights. My brother G5 couldn't make it tonight. My brother George Jakovic's on vacation, couldn't make it tonight. Mad Chad came in, held the fort down with me for a little while. But you see how it is when we don't have the crew here, man. You know, we're going to do it again next week. We're going to talk about the greatest 154 pounders. And there's a lot of them out there. If any of you got your favorites, man, put them in the comments underneath. And don't forget, hit the like button. Share this video, especially that, man. Share this video so we can get we can let Tim fulfill his destiny, man. You know, because like I said before, the first lesson is free, and you'll see this is the real deal. This guy had defense, this guy had offense, man, and he wants to share that. He goes back to the gyms in Philadelphia, the Blue Horizon, man. You know, where you smell the fucking resin you walk in those gyms, man. God bless Tim Witherspoon, man. And God bless you all. Thank you for coming in here. Bruce goes. I'm out of here. Peace.